design phase, design team का क्या काम है? What they will do? Normally there is a two type of design are there in any company. Like they have their own in-house design maybe, or maybe they outsource the design from a consultant. Okay, so I'm go through details in the in-house design. What is in-house design? You need to understand that when the tender was started, at tender stage also design team need to help them. Okay, because they need to understand the design concept, and when they will get the design tender drawings, then from there they need to calculate all the understand the packages, and what they calculate the different equipments details. Okay, so that is the part of the design team. They have to review, they have to read properly all the drawings, tender drawings, and they have to give the feedback to the management and the tender team. So at the initial stage, tender design stage, it will be there under the design part, and when the contract has been awarded, after that they have to do the detailed designing. What is detailed designing? Either contract client issue a detailed DBR, is called design basis report. Maybe initial there is a report, some basic design report will be there. That is part of the agreement document. Okay, that it is called DBR, design basis report. So based on design basis report and the tender drawing and your technical specifications all clubbed together, make a detailed designing. Maybe shop drawing, maybe GFC drawing also. Not shop drawing, it is required for in detailing, preparation of most detailing, like this firefighting system. Okay, individual pipe dimensions, okay, gap, whether in the coordination drawing there will be a clashes is there or not. Okay, there is a multiple. Normally people nowadays following the software, beam modeling and all. So for this detailed designing part. Okay, so that it depends that how design team is capable, how design team have all the resources, all the software they are available or not. Some of the company they don't use all those software. Okay, they are going through only the 2D model. I mean only AutoCAD drawings only. Okay, they are issuing the GFC drawing. It is a part of the execution drawing. Okay, so in detailed designing, there is a process. What process I will tell you based on some of my initial previous project. So what is the CC stage? There is a CC stage means before starting a project, we need to take a permission from the government. Okay, there is a commencement certificate. Basically, it's called commencement certificate. The project starting. So before that, you have to submit the proposal. That is a part of the design team. Okay, so the design team helping in the CC stage also sometimes. Okay, what is CC stage? Under CC stage, the basic MEP services. I'm talking about this MEP part right now. Basic MEP services, routing and space allocation, or underground tank, overhead tank, STP substation, fire pump room, shaft, basement ventilation, electrical, UPS server room, to architect team. There will be architect team maybe in-house, inside the company, or maybe outside also. So these are the details they need to submit to the architect, they need to prepare, and they need to submit to the government officials. Services layout finalizations by peer department, maybe architect or operation department, and sign off for the records. So in CC stage, okay, before starting the job, basically at site, before starting the job, these are the activity has to be done by the design team with consultation with architect, and approved layout inclusive of all services submitted by in-house architectural team to the local licensing team for submission. Submission to the authority for CC. Okay. Commencement certificate. For getting commencement certificate, you have to submit the layout drawing. For that layout drawing, design team has to give all the feedback to the architect team. They have to prepare layout and submit to the government officials. Then after submission of the government officials, then they need to issue the certificate, and then the actual work will going to start. That is called post CC. So what is the post CC? Post CC, upon the receipt of the CC, verify and recheck whatever maybe they will also change something. Some comments will be there. You have to go through that comments also. CC approval copy, and you have to consider the pre-fire NOC also. Maybe some clause is mentioned in the pre-fire NOC. Okay, you may sometimes forget. Okay, suppose they have mentioned in some area you have to use, you have to maintain a certain distance. Maybe you have to maintain from ceiling to sprinkler 100 mm. They have mentioned somewhere else. Okay, but you have not considered and you have not go through the NFPA clauses also, and you have taken in your drawing 200 mm different gap from the ceiling to sprinkler. I'm giving one example. So you make the drawing, GFC drawing issued, and based on GFC drawing is like a Bible. So execution team, what will do, they will follow only the GFC drawing and execute at the site. Okay, but when the fire officer again will come to the site, they will see, so their gap is 200 mm instead of 100 mm, which is mentioned in the pre-fire NOC. Then there is a mess. Then you have to change everything. So that kind of mess will not happen. That is the reason design team has to go through each and every document part or certification part, right? Even though drainage system and sewage system also NOC is there, they have to go through all those parts. So it's a big role design team need to play basically. And what is the other? The basis for the fast cut drawing, area sheet is made, and procedure for appointment of the consultant. Or see, sometimes design team have a limited resources. Okay, they may offload the job to a consultant for making the detailed drawing. Upon finalizations of the rate agreement with the consultant, before that definitely we have to hire the consultant. So we have to give some contract to the consultant, purchase order. So that process has to be taken care by design team. They have to take the ownership for that assignment. I mean, it has to be routed through the procurement team, obviously, but design team has to take the ownership, and they have to take all the responsibility for this assigning of a consultant. The post appointment of the MEP consultant, and GFC MEP inputs are provided for respective project. Okay. In-house team is there, but in-house team maybe there is a multiple projects are there, so they are not able to handle all the projects. So they need to offload the job to a outsource. To some consultant, outside consultant. So detailed drawing release of all areas, including sections and calculation of all the services, underground tank, all those things. I'm giving the examples. Okay, STP, basement, sump, external slope, and all the these ratings, etc. All the details they have to mention in the detailed design drawing. All inputs are finalized with respect to the operation layout. And here another thing you have to understand, whom you are going to hand over the project basically. Okay, suppose you are from the client side and you have to execute that entire job. After completion of the job, you have to hand over to your operation team. Okay, you are in the same company. Okay, so in that case, you need to understand what is the operational point also, because maybe in the previous project, operation team have some points, some observations. Okay, so based on their maintenance point of view, or for user-friendly point of view. Okay, so you have to take care their concern also. So before preparation of the drawing, or in the drawing preparation stage, you need to take consultant some concerns they've taken, from the operation team also. You have to discuss with the operation team also. Okay, so they will give some idea. You need to adjust all those things in your drawing. Later stage, when they will come in the picture and they will tell you shift this and that, then it will be difficult to do that, all those free work. So that is the reason you have to concern with the consultant. In the case of contractor and client, definitely client already defined everything, and if there any changes is there, definitely you have to route it through your contract management. You submit your proposal to the client, when client will accept it, then it will be incorporated in the drawing. So I'll go through that details also. When I'll come to the contract management, I'll go through that details also. Right? So once all the inputs are incorporated by architectural team, the final architectural GFC set with structural layout is circulated for further MEP working. Okay. And then preparation of load sheet, submission, substation sign off, pre-fire NOC working and release for the next step of the documentation process. So these are the motamoti steps what design team has to take care.